Hi everybody, welcome to Reality Buzz TV. Please welcome. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, also Sultan Mdletshe, but also don't forget Umakhelwane TV. It's all the channels that we are related to. But on Umakhelwane, you might have to understand isiZulu to enjoy that channel. But you guys, otherwise, here and on Sultan Mdletshe ngiyazama to speak the language. The language of the white people, okay? And trust me, we don't try to be perfect. I always laugh when people correct my English in the comment section. It's guys, I don't care. If you can hear what I'm saying, that's all that we're doing here. Now, if I speak in Zulu and I say something wrong, then you can correct me there because that is my mother tongue, okay? I cannot butcher it. Anyway, you guys, we are talking about this episode 2 of Married at First Sight. Unfortunately for me, this is the second time I'm doing this review because I did it last night, saved my videos ready for edits and all of that. And then this morning I'm like, where is my video? I don't know what happened, you guys. And I'm in the recycle bin trying to restore the video. It's not even there. So I was like, okay, maybe it's the universe, honey. They want me to talk about this episode again. Listen, you guys. So the concept, just in case you're watching this for the first time or you're hearing about this show for the first time, Married at First Sight Mzansi is a South African show, but the concept is not South African because, okay, we can create our own shows, but we like taking ideas from other countries as well. But in South Africa, obviously, this is season 1 of Married at First Sight Mzansi, but it's not the first Married at First Sight show. So there was a Married at First Sight SA, and which I never watched. So I don't know what happened. Now it's Married at First Sight Mzansi season 1. Okay. So last episode they did match 2 couples. So now we have 2 ladies and 2 guys that need to be matched. And listen, you guys, I feel like I would feel differently about this show if they were showing us more of the experts making a decision on who is matched with who. I'm sure there were more guys than just 4, and I'm sure there were more ladies than just 4. So I would have loved to see their process in getting to the final 2. So it because they don't show us that process, it makes you feel like they just make a decision as if it's just a light decision when it's a lifetime decision, because this is going to be marriage. Of course, after the end of 90 days, they can decide if they stay or they want a divorce. But we sort of want to think that they are really committing, you know. So the fact that they only show us the people that made it to the show and them being matched, it just feel like they go like, oh, you know what, Disepo and Sevenzi, they are a match. Oh, Utabo, no Zithobile are a match. It's like, how? How did you get to that decision? I think for me, that is not working in my mind because I feel like, hey, boy, this is a bigger decision than just seeing the person say a few things and then seeing another person say a few things and being like, they are a match, okay? You know, this says that these companies, when we apply for jobs, they make us take our psychometric tests. You know, those tests. I feel like they need to be taking those tests when they are matching them, okay? It has to be a more complicated process. But anyway, they decided that they were going to simplify it. So you guys, listen, even this episode, I guess my feelings are the same as the first episode in a sense that with one couple, I feel like I'm okay with them being matched, even though the husband's reaction to being matched with the lady, I'm not sure about, but I was okay with them being matched. And then the one couple, I was like, what the heck? How did you make this decision? Okay. And also when you get a background, or like Thami's background, why he came back to South Africa, all of that, it just made me feel like, yo, Zithobile wenkosi, yo, Nkosi yami. I hope she's okay getting into this thing, you guys. Somebody had mentioned that there are some cast members on the show that had been on TV, like they said, the Dinswa from the first episode, who was mentioned in the first episode, has been on TV, okay, and also was it Tabang, who was mentioned last episode, who has been on TV. And you guys, listen, even when a person has been on TV, it can be genuine that they want to be meshed, but it also raises that thing of this might just be another show, okay? It's an opportunity to be on TV for them. So I think that information also would help us to be able to judge them, because listen, we watch the show to just judge them. When they are now married, how they treat each other and all of that. So it's important to know that somebody is a person that wants to be on TV, because then it makes you look at things differently, okay? So listen, you guys. So Zithobile is a lady. She's a marketing specialist, beautiful lady, you guys. She says she is a go-getter, and she says that she can be intimidating in her relationships, okay? She looks beautiful. She has tattoos in her body, one tattoo of her mom, a big one in her arm. So yes, you guys, it's not a bad thing, but also it gives you something about a person's what can I say? Is it personality? There's a certain type of people that can stand the pain of getting a tattoo. It definitely gives me a picture of, okay, you're not scared of needles, okay? But more than that, you guys, in a way, you are a risk taker, because when you put a tattoo on your body, you don't know how long you're gonna like it for, but the tattoo is like there forever. It's very difficult to remove it. I know people who are saying you can remove a tattoo when you don't like it. I've seen people trying to remove tattoos on TV. It's a horrible and painful experience. So when you are brave enough to put it on your body, it gives you something about, it's like you learn something from the fact that a person can put such a big tattoo on their body, okay? I don't know. I might not be making sense at all, okay? And you guys, she says that she wants a tall guy, which she did get, and somebody that has no kids, because she is not wanting to be a stepmom, because she herself does not have children, okay? Now, Usebenzile, who was matched with this table, is a trainer, okay? Listen, you guys. Usebenzile, initially he says he's a trainer when he's introducing himself. I'm a trainer and a content creator, and the content he creates is training content, okay, gym content, okay? So basically he is a trainer. Now here is the thing, you guys. I think in South Africa at this point, most people will have multiple streams of income. You will have something that a person does that is like a main job that they do, but you will find that they have things on the side that they do, okay? And if you ask a person what they do, usually they will give you that one main job, and they're not going to try to give you all of the, and maybe if you ask a question, is that your only stream of income? Then they will say, okay, but I also do. A lot of the times when you ask a person, what do you do? And they're like, I do this, I'm an entrepreneur, I also sell online, I'm also sometimes the reason they count all of that is because none of those things stick, in a sense that none of those things make them a significant amount of money. It's like it just gives you that thing. You could see, is there stability here in terms of finances? Okay, so I'm mentioning that because with Sebenzile, initially he's just here to say I'm a trainer, content creator, but then after the wedding, when they are sitting and talking with Utitsepo, now Utitsepo is asking him what does he do? He says trainer, content creator. He counted many other things that he hadn't counted before. I was like, are you feeling secured about your career that you had told us about in the beginning? Okay. Possibility is that in the beginning they edit the list that he gives when he's being asked what does he do for a living, that is possible, but it did just give me that thing. I wonder if there is financial stability here, Anyway, you guys, so they get yes. Also, listen, you guys. He had said he wants a boy to look alike. Which he didn't get because Zithobile was very beautiful, but I didn't feel like she looks anything like Boitu. But I don't know, you guys. I was trying to think, Guti, if somebody says that, I want, for an example, a Bonang lookalike, what are they referring to? Maybe the height, the face, the body, what exactly, So even with Boitu, I was just thinking, what exactly is like short like her, maybe the hips the same, what exactly, or is it the face that he's referring to? But that's what he said. And he also said that he has been in relationships. The longest has been 3.5 years. Okay, so this is a guy that can commit, you guys, because Mjolweni 3 years is a long time. Okay, it's a very long time. So they were matched, you guys, even though, because now we were only left with 2 guys and 2 girls, okay, or 2 ladies and 2 gentlemen. I felt like, okay, I guess they have to match the 2. There wasn't a lot of things that that made me feel like, yeah, definitely they are a match, but I wasn't mad that they were matched together. So I was okay with the fact that they were matched together. So the wedding happens, the telling of the friends and family happened before the wedding happens. And he seems to think that she's beautiful, but when he was there and she was walking, I think if I had to compare the excitement of all the other of all the 4 guys, he's the one that was the least excited, And then even afterwards, when they were sitting, because they go and they sit there by the bench just to get to know each other before the reception. And he did look like he wasn't impressed. So I wasn't sure, what is it, okay? Is it really the looks thing that Zithobile, because Zithobile is beautiful and she has a great body. But, obviously she does not look like Boitu, okay? So I was like, is it that thing? Is it that thing or not? So I wasn't sure about his reaction, you guys. But from what he was saying was that he was happy with her. He was excited, all of that. He was saying all of the good things, but his demeanor was saying something different. So I got worried a little bit, even though I did agree with the matching. I wasn't mad at the matching. Okay. So then, you guys, we met Thami. This one is an interesting one. This one is an interesting one because apparently Thami has lived in Dubai for some time, lives and works in Dubai, only came back 2 months ago, I guess, to do the show. And now the friends are surprised that in him being back from Dubai, now he's found himself a wife, okay? And I did like the fact that his friends were asking him questions like, are you sure you're looking for a wife? Is it not because apparently in Dubai you cannot co-inhabit with somebody that you're not married to? You have to be married to somebody for you to stay with a person. So you can't just bring your girlfriend to Dubai and live with them. Apparently it's not allowed. So they were asking those questions. How is it not that? Is it not that you're lonely over there in Dubai? And he did admit, you guys, and he was like, listen, I do need a companionship over there. And so I just thought this is a process I'll use to get a wife. That worried me, you guys, because I felt like that makes me feel like whoever they give to him, he's going to take for now, because he just feels like, you know what, I need a woman that is going to move to Dubai with me. And I don't need to worry about falling in love with this woman or this woman falling in love with me. Maybe I will worry about that later. So if that is the situation, then there are, bigger chances of a divorce coming later on. Okay. So Thami says that he was born into polygamy. His father is a polygamist, had 2 wives, 9 kids from each of the wives. Okay. So there's like 18 siblings. Listen, you guys, whatever mbiza that Thami's father was drinking, he needs to share it with Musamselegu, because Musamselegu has been telling us that he wants 20 kids, but we have been watching him on TV for 7 years now, and we haven't seen him make even one wife pregnant for somebody that wants 20 kids. He's had 10 kids since we've known him, okay? Iy'mbiza zakhe obviously ayisebenzi. I was like, hey, Thami, tell your father to call Musamselege, okay? So his father has 18 kids. That is in marriage, because he's married to 2 women. Maybe Konabanye, you never know. Now, you guys, he says, when it comes to the issue of him helping out in the house, it's like, listen, I don't think I'll be doing anything. I don't think I'll be cooking, ironing, cleaning, or anything, because that's not what I do even in my at home. When I'm home, I'm taken care of. Ngiyabekelwa amanzi okugeza, ngiyaphekelwa, ngiyalethela ukudla, because my brothers, my older brothers, are all married, and those wives make sure that I am taken care of. Okay? So he also goes on to say that even when he gets married, he will be expecting that his wife will be taking care of his brothers when there is a need to take care of his brothers. I was like, honey, hey, sikanimbedo tina yazi. Ubhuti basemzini asibazi noma badlile noma badlanga noma balele noma bamile noma banjani. I was like, man. So now, you guys, I felt like the reason that he's making sure that we know about his temper, because I think he knows that whoever he gets from this show is not going to be the woman that he's going to fall in love with. This is just going to be another woman that he's going to have. This one is still going to find somebody that he loves. He's just looking for a woman that he can marry right now so that he can move to Dubai with this woman. Later on, when he decides to come back home, he's going to meet another woman and marry that woman. And then he's going to say to whoever that he's married to, listen, I've always been open about the fact that I come from polygamy. So if there is a need, because he does say that, he wouldn't mind taking more than one wife. Okay. Now, the problem is that Zithobile doesn't know that. Now, when it comes to Zithobile, okay, Zithobile, when she's just describing herself, she says she loves the kitchen. To be honest with you, I feel like that's the only thing that the experts heard when Zithobile was describing herself, was that she loves the kitchen. And so they were like, oh, loves the kitchen. She will probably cook for the brothers, since Thami wants somebody that will be taking care of the brothers. I feel like that was the only thing that I felt like matches. But she didn't say she likes to cook for the whole country. She just said she loves the kitchen. Maybe she wants to cook for her husband. But the thing of being like that traditional makoti where uzoya emzini uphekele wonke umuntu, uphakele wonke umuntu, ayinele wonke umuntu, uwashele wonke umuntu, I don't see Zithobile doing that. But I guess the experts did that, okay? The longest relationship, guys, Zithobile was 4 months. And I was like, hey, sissy. Then you just get into the marriage. Okay, that is a deep dive, okay? And she says that she has an issue of cutting people off very, very easily, okay? Now, you guys, here is the thing. When Thami is describing who he wants, because, of course, when guys are talking about what kind of a woman would you like to marry, they go the physical before they give you the deep stuff of the person must be a good person, they must have a big heart, they must be giving, they must be nurturing, all of that. They always start with the physical, because I do think that for the guys, it's important, the physical part is important, okay? And the guys are more honest than us. We'll be trying to say that we want a good, we want a deep guy, a guy that is going to be considerate, okay, take care of my emotional needs. But, sometimes, you guys, it's not even sometimes. It's not nice to have that, all of that. But, So sometimes we are not honest to say, listen, I want this. I want all of this, but the package must be a package that, is very nice to look at. The guys are not scared to say that. So he was clear to say, I want, a woman. He was clear to say a flat stomach, I thought if any flat stomach, sexy legs, I was like, listen, you guys, even if they get whatever they get for Thami, make sure you give him the flat stomach, okay? And then with everything else. Because whatever, if you put a woman there who does not have a flat stomach, you give them Zithobile, you are assessing that woman for a lot of self-esteem issues, married to a guy who said very clearly, this is what I want a flat stomach woman. Did they do it? No. Zithobile is a beautiful woman, you guys, and I have nothing against the women that don't have flat stomachs, because I had never had, I was a baby without a flat stomach, okay? So I'm not mad when somebody doesn't have a flat stomach, but I wouldn't want to be with somebody that would prefer to be with somebody that has a flat stomach, okay? Because where am I going to get a flat stomach for him, okay? So listen, body-wise, the way that Thami described what he wanted, Zithobile is not it. The only thing was the cooking thing, the fact that she likes the kitchen. That's why I was like, there's experts here. How did I make that decision? Somebody said in the comment section, they think they are mismatching the couples for drama. And I was like, no, you must be right. Because I was like, this just doesn't make sense. Now, you guys, the ceremony is beautiful. By the way, the wedding dresses are so amazing on that show. I think they've got somebody the wedding dress company that is sponsoring. So everybody looks beautiful. The guys look beautiful. The ceremony looks beautiful. They get married. Thami is excited. And if he was disappointed, he wasn't showing it. But part of me was feeling like, at this point, I think Thami has been so lonely at Dubai that he's like, listen, as long as it's a woman, give her to me, we are moving to Dubai, so that I don't die of the loneliness. I felt like that when it comes to Thami. Anyway, you guys, they get married. It's time to put on the ring. Sisters, what? The right hand. And Thami was like, is this the right hand? Right. I don't know if it's intentional, okay, because they maybe Vele Zithobile is thinking, this is not the real marriage, Vele. Because I didn't understand the right hand. Even the pastor didn't correct to say, only when she was doing a diary, then I think they asked her to be like, but why did you wear the ring on your right? And Thami responded to say, that's the hand she gave me, so I put the ring. And then Yana was like, no, but it's supposed to be on the right hand side, close to the heart. I'm like, your heart is right here, sis. I'm like, your heart is right here. So she changed it herself to the right hand. I don't know if there was an honest mistake or it was just for her to be like, yeah, this is not really real. Put it on this side, okay? Anyway, guys, so afterwards, they do talk a little bit. They do have receptions. The people that they've invited, because usually it's less than 5 people that are there, but they will have that small nyana reception. Also for your friends, you just get to know your husband. If you have family members, you get to know your husband. And then after that, you guys, they go to whatever, the hotel room. And then that's when he broke the news to say, listen, the thing that I need to tell you is that we have to move to Dubai because I do work in Dubai. So then Zithobile is like, huh? Because me, I work here. Zithobile is a teacher, guys. Zithobile is like, me, I work here. What am I going to do? Anyway, she didn't mention work. No, she said, I've never thought of even immigrating and going to another country. She's like, but what would be holding you here? She's like, my family. Obviously, and even her job, okay. I don't know, you guys, how the opportunities are like for educators in Dubai, especially if you are a South African educator to go and work in Dubai. I don't know if there are opportunities. But obviously, there was a big thing for her because she's thinking she's marrying a South African guy. They're going to probably move into the house together in South Africa. And then she finds out the guy is supposed to move back to Dubai as soon as possible. So she was like, no, they'll talk about it later. That is a big thing, I think, you guys. Also, I'm wondering, because the whole experiment is supposed to be 90 days. Now, I'm wondering if he has 90 days in South Africa before they actually move. Because I think it would be great for them to spend the 90 days and then they make a decision, then they do want to stay together and then they can move instead of moving. Now, it's too many things, too many changes. Like, you just met this person, you don't know them, you're supposed to get to know them now. You don't have family, friends, nothing. You are in an unfamiliar environment. And for some time, obviously, even financially, you're going to be relying on this person because you won't have a job. You won't immediately get a job. So, and then, it will be too much for them to be working on the marriage with everything else. And if she stays in South Africa and he is able to spend the 90 days in South Africa, and they are able to just get used to each other, and also maybe that 90 days now she can see if opportunities are connected to Dubai, if she needs to get a certain certifications that she needs to get so that she's able to get a job in Dubai. She can do all of that before they move to Dubai. Also, you guys, this show, because let's just say that now they're married and they're going to move to Dubai, and Zithobile is like, yeah, sure, we're going to move to Dubai, and then they're trying to apply for a visa or whatever, passport, and then they find out Zithobile has a criminal record. That's the disadvantage of marrying a stranger, because wasingani ukuthi akazabulala umuntu mhlawumbe waspenda 3 years in jail, and then they're not gonna give her ilokhuzana now. They're not gonna allow her to go live in Dubai because maybe of a criminal record that she had. Nobody knows. So now what are they gonna do if something like that happens? I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, this show is crazy. So that's what happened, you guys. Listen, I'm happy with 2 of the couples, and 2 of the couples I'm just thinking it's just not going to work. But we are going to watch and see. Anyway, you guys, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Also, do share the video before Pumagona, like it, and also share it with your like it and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.